change schools, and sometimes they also come wrapped as a massive bronze pig. Floyd of Rosedale is on the line in the matchup we have coming up. He'll bring it back looking for help. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Iowa's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, I know some would have a hard time believing it, but Iowa scored more than 30 points in this game last year and won. Fifth straight against the Gophers, taking Floyd of Rosedale back to Iowa City. But again, they scored 31 points, David.
Yeah, and they scored.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Still running at the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Lost to throw again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Gophers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Unloads it left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Gonna run it, it's Moulton. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far, and it's passed down, and the uniforms changes and the names change, but it's so cool, the history of this intact, people keeping track of the records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on third and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Got it in the middle, it's Tracy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Crosses the 45. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Gill. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hawkeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And how big is that for this offense? put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Really good job there. Got through the progressions. 1, 2, 3, check down. Take what you can.
Yeah, don't waste time. You know, once you go through your progressions, get the football out, let them make plays. A lot of quarterbacks want to scramble or really pat the football over and over again. Nice job. Get it out. Get some positive yards. Go to the next down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third down. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. Try to get him going there.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're setting up the screen, and this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Trying to burn this defensive back. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He unleashes a long one. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some edge-of-your-seat moments between the Gophers and Hawkeyes, and there's still 2 quarters to go in the fight for the Floyd of Rosedale. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Iowa plays out.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the game.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Lindsey. Bringing the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The last time they had it, a thing of beauty. Did whatever they want, run, pass, and wound up in the end zone. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Running to Green. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the move, it's Moulton. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers in this one, and he is still piling on in the fourth quarter, breaking off some beautiful runs. This defense has not had an answer for him all game long.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I like the idea of calling a screen there on 3rd down, but give the defense tons of credit, making the tackle and now giving themselves a chance to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, Dave. Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Finally, the offense is able to come up with a big play. Where has that been all game long? I mean, a goose egg right now on the scoreboard. You just got to wonder, though, is it just too little too late?
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Off play action on first down. He lost one down the sideline. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So now it's second and long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He wants a big play here late. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Tracy. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the grab on the left. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the right. Got the tight end outside. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Minnesota!
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left, so you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Once upon a time, these two played for a live hog, but Iowa will have to settle for the legendary, the beautiful Floyd of Rosedale trophy. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.